What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. No More White here again. Excuse my shenanigans in the beginning of this video. It did rain outside, and it's actually just starting to rain. This fall weather is definitely setting in now. Usually it's really hot where I live at, but now it's been 60 degrees today. I think the high is like 59 maybe, and so I like that kind of weather. Definitely boost weather. But it was raining, and I just couldn't help myself. I had to go outside and mess around. Usually I bring my 240 out, but I decided to bring a Lexus out there instead. So as you guys know, I've been wanting to manual swap the Auto IS, and that's been the goal for a while. The car has been running great. I haven't had any issues with it at all so far. As it stands, it's not crazy fast, but it's a lot quicker than a stock IS, and it's been holding together just fine. I did turn it up the other day, made 12 pounds of boost, just peak, but probably for the last, I don't know, the last 3 or 4 months, I've been making a solid 10.5 to 11 pounds of boost throughout most of the rev range. I don't really hit it super hard down on low RPMs because obviously these motors do have limitations, and I don't want to find that out quite yet. I think I will try and take it as far as I can take it, but as of now, the thing that's limiting me the most is the automatic transmission. As you can see, I went to the racetrack. I ran a 13.7 at almost 106. That's pretty respectable, for this car and this power level, but the automatic transmission just hinders it so much because it can hold the power, but the shifting is just horrible. It takes forever to shift. The 1-2 shift is basically non-existent. It just bangs off the rev limiter until it's time to go into second gear. And just driving around every day, I just prefer a manual transmission. I don't have anything against the automatic transmissions at all. People like them, especially younger people these days, and the automatic transmissions are really good these days. However, this is a transmission from 2002. It's old. The technology's old. It's just a traditional torque converter, not a DCT type clutch or nothing like that. So it does show its age in that regard. I say all that to say this, that I've definitely been on the hunt for a manual transmission, and I was pretty stuck on an R154. The thing about that is to do a whole swap for these cars properly, I mean, we're looking at least $5,000 minimum, I would say. And I mean, yeah, I could do that, but at the end of the day, I don't know, a better deal just came up for me. So I went on ahead and was searching around Craigslist one day, and lo and behold, I found an entire manual IS300. So naturally, I had to go over there and check it out. Now, these things are up for sale everywhere. The thing is, I bought the cheapest one on Craigslist. Around my area, most of them have been going for about, I don't know, $10,000 to $15,000, which seems to be the going rate these days. I don't know, inflation is out of control now, and I think people are realizing that these cars are They are rare, but they're just not worth that much money anymore. So fortunately, I found one pretty close to me. It's about an hour drive away, and drove over there and handed the guy some money, and so now I have it. I don't generally like to talk about money and stuff like that, but it matters to everybody, and I told you guys how much I've spent on the turbo car, but I ended up getting this Lexus for $5,000, which was going to be what I was going to pay to manual swap the auto. But instead, why not just buy a whole nother car? And that way I don't have to do any firewall cutting. I don't have to do anything. It's already a manual. It's a 2004 model. It does have over 200,000 miles on it, like 230 or 40,000 miles or something like that. I don't know, but it runs great. It's basically a twin to this car. So let me just show you a few clips of it, and then I'll rap at you some more. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, this Lexus I got is a 2004 IS300. It is a factory 5-speed manual. It did come with some BC Racing coilovers on it, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's got brand new tires on it and whatnot. Obviously, I burnt some of those off in the beginning of this video, but as you can tell, it's just driving this car. I mean, I haven't really been into IS300s that much, to be completely honest. Like, this is my first ever, well, this is my second ever IS300, and then now the manual one is my third ever IS300, and I've never actually driven a manual one, and man, it's just night and day for me. Like, it changes the way the car behaves. It just changes the whole character of the car, in my opinion. But then again, I love driving manual transmission cars, so yeah, it was in pretty good shape. Absolutely everything works on the car. There's no, like mechanical issues. Everything is perfectly fine. No check engine lights, none of that. The only thing obviously is, I don't know if you could have seen earlier, but here it is, the car right here. It does have some crunched up fenders because whoever lowered this thing put some really wide wheels on it, and they hit a bump and slammed the wheels up into the fenders. But I find this to be super common on all these Lexus. I don't know why or what people are doing, but overall, I mean, the hood's faded, but it's not in bad shape at all, especially for the money. I think these are the sport design wheels or type wheels, but as I said, this thing is pretty much all the way stock. Just got a different shift knob on it, and it has some BC Racing, I think, type BR coilovers on it. Really can't beat this for the price and what it is. I'll post up a picture of what it used to look like, because I'm pretty sure someone was taking this to the takeovers and slid this thing into a curb or something like that, because back here this whole bumper was all it was all off the car. It looked way worse than what it does now. Went on ahead and picked up just a aftermarket bumper, slapped that guy on, and looks a lot better than before. So it's pretty cool to see the twins here. Got the auto IS over there, and now the manual one, and then the 240. So my plan as of now is, like I said, the auto car is running great, and I really don't want to tear it apart, but it is what I'm going to do. My plan is to take all of the turbo stuff. I was originally just going to take all the turbo kit off of the auto one and just return the auto one back to stock and put all the turbo stuff onto the manual car. There's good things and bad things about doing that. Obviously, I don't have to pull out a whole engine. I don't have to do a ton of work to both cars. Pulling off a turbo kit is pretty easy. However, pulling off this manifold kind of sucks. But still, it is easier to just pull the turbo kit off of the auto car and just bolt it onto the manual car and basically do the whole install all over again. And that would be the easy way. However, considering that this manual car has a little bit more miles than the auto car, and I already know and trust the auto engine, like I know it runs great, I don't have any issues with it, and it's been doing fine. What I would hate to do is take all the turbo kit off the auto car and stick it on the manual car. You know, the moment I hit 10 pounds of boost or something, the manual engine just blows up or does something dumb. Probably won't happen, but you know, I don't want to figure it out, or I don't want to find out. So what I plan on doing is both these motors, you know, they need, you know, they have some leaks, and what I'm going to probably most likely do is just stick these both under the knife. I mean, it is going to be winter time soon. I'm not racing anywhere. I'm going to probably pull them both apart. I'm going to take the auto engine completely out of the car and just transfer it over to the manual car, and then put the manual engine into the auto car and just get them both situated that way. You know, new mounts, new timing belt kits for both of them, just sort out all of the stuff that I want to get sorted out. I want to upgrade some things when I do put the turbo kit back onto the manual car, but as of now, I'm really just gonna stick the whole kit back onto the manual car and just run it as it is. As you guys know, these things have the W55 transmission, the manual transmission, and they are just made out of glass anyway, and they're not really known for holding big power. I mean, some guys break them with 300 horsepower. Sometimes you might get 350 horsepower out of them. So the power level that the current auto car is at right now is more than enough to overpower this W55. And so, I mean, it's a good thing, I guess, because I'm not looking to, you know, upgrade the manual transmission right now. I'm just going to stick with the W55 for now and just use it. All I'm going to do is buy a new clutch, new flywheel, like I said, new mounts, and then just get everything sorted as I can, but finally buy a proper exhaust for the car, redo wiring. I'm just going to try and make it look as nice as I can make it with the CX kit, and I'll just leave it as that. So, and like I said, I'll just take the other engine, slap it back into the auto car, return that car back to stock, and that way it can just be a nice little daily for probably my daughter or whoever wants to drive it. So it'll just be there. I might put a set of headers on it or something like that, but nonetheless, I'll just return it back to stock. That's what my plan is as of now. Obviously things could change. I might, you know, find something else that I want to do to the car, but I figure now is the opportunity to do anything I want to do while both the engines are out. I mean, the auto car is just going to go back to stock. I'm not going to do anything with that. And fortunately, I didn't do anything too aggressive to the car, so where it won't be able to go back to stock, but I'm going to take off, you know, the fuel pump that I modified, all the fuel lines. I can take all of that off and just transfer it over to the manual car, so I won't have any issues with that. So I feel I've been doing a lot of talking, but sorry, I kind of just, not really much to do, just kind of just explaining what my goals are and what my plans are right now. So yeah, in other news, the Civic, I still need to order, let's see, I need to order a universal wiring harness for the EMU Black. I need to order a wideband for it. I need to order an intake air temperature sensor for that car, and I think that's about it. I still need to get the downpipe fixed. I'm just gonna wait on my buddy. He'll just fix it for me, just to be completely honest. So I'll have him do that, and really that's all I'll need to kind of get it wired up. I'm gonna have to figure out the wiring, unfortunately, because EMU doesn't, or ECU Masters doesn't make a plug-and-play setup for these older Hondas. Actually, they don't even make anything for Hondas except for the K20 engine. But obviously, this doesn't have a K series in it, so I'll have to figure all that out. But nonetheless, I am gonna sort that out. And to be completely honest, I'm gonna try and get some videos out if I can, but holidays are coming up and Christmas and whatnot. I know I'm going to be on vacation, so likely uploads will be a little scarce over the next month or so, but I am going to document the engine swaps on the Lexus just so you guys can see what's going on and any changes that I make, and in case you're just curious and have questions about any of that and how that goes. It's pretty straightforward with these cars. Fortunately, you can pull the whole front ends off and pull the motors out. So I'm hoping I can pull the whole motor out with the entire turbo kit attached to it and install it the same way, because that would be really easy. I hope you guys are excited. I now have a manual IS on the channel, and obviously honestly this is the best option there was. I mean, I was fully prepared to go on ahead and cut up the firewall and install a manual pedal and do all that stuff on the auto car, but now I don't have to do any of that. Now everything is there, and in case I ever want to upgrade this manual transmission, which I will in the future, everything is there. It's all simple. I don't have to drill anything. I don't have to do anything extra, which I am very excited about. So I hope you guys are excited about the new car, and you know, if you guys obviously have any comments or questions, please just ask them in the comment section below. Again, the channel has been growing. I really appreciate you guys, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon in the next video. Peace.